Morning ladies, welcome to week 3 of this month's coffee and card, Biggest Wish. So I'm Linda from lindaspapercraft.co.uk and this is the card we're going to be making today. So it's a gatefold card with a little message on the front there, hello friend, and then when you open it out it's happy birthday. How cool is that? So it's a little pop-up card there. Okay, so I've left space on the back to write because there's not an awful lot of space inside, and just need to give a heads up to Dawn from Stampin' Thoughts, who is the one whose tutorial I've used to make this card. I think hers was slightly different and I suspect it was in inches, but I'm not 100% sure now. But that's Dawn from Stampin' Thoughts, does lovely video tutorials if you want to pop along and have a look. So we're starting off with your basic card blank, so that's 21 by 14.85, and I've scored it at 5.25 to get the gatefold, and then these are from the Stitched So Sweetly framelets. And I have used the layering squares for this, which unfortunately have been discontinued, but a Stitched So Sweetly frame would do, or a square or anything, even a circle, anything you've got, just to put a little sentiment on the front, and then I've left space on the back for you to write your message on. Okay, so let's get started. So yeah, accidentally opened this while I was videoing another video, so finish off opening it now. And you've got all the bits you need in here, so let's pop that in the bin. So these are your mechanisms, and I've made these so they fit the frame, the Stitched So Sweetly dies that you've got there. But if I just give you the measurements now, really should write these down, shouldn't I? So it is 14.2 centimeters long, I think. Yeah, 14.2, and we're scoring at 2, 10, and then 12.2. Okay. 2, 10, and 12.1. Okay. And you need 2 pieces like that. Right. So the first thing I'm going to do is stick on the DSP and the white on the inside and the white on the back, and then I'll do the mechanism. Okay, so I've got the trusty glue. I seem to have my camera a bit lower today, and I can actually see what I'm filming. And I've also got it on my watch as well, which I've discovered I can film from my watch. So I can work my camera from my watch. There's no end to this technology, is there? So, I do wonder how we'd have managed if lockdown had happened before the internet. So I'm sure we would. We'd have found other things to amuse ourselves with. Right, so just popping the glue on the back of the DSP. This is the DSP that's actually right at the back of the catalogue, and it's a host gift. So if you place an order or have a party with an order of more than £150, then you get hostess points, and you can use them to buy stamp sets and, in this case, designer series paper that isn't available in the main catalogue. You can't just buy it, you have to earn it. So to earn it for free, you need to spend £170. But if you spend £150, it'll cost you just £2, and it's a huge pack of paper. I'm using it loads for my classes at the moment, and it's just really brightly coloured on one side and all black and white on the other. So if ever your order's getting to nearly £150, excluding postage and packing, it's well worth topping it up, because once you get to £150, you get £15 to spend in hostess points. And the more you spend, obviously, then after that, the more hostess points you get. There we go. Okay. So there's the basic gatefold card, all made up. And then we'll do some stamping. So you need your little square for the front and your 2 Stitch So Sweetly framelits there, and we need both inks. So I've got my Calypso Coral and my Bermuda Bay. And my stamp set. We need a happy birthday and what did we write on the front? Hello friend. Right, so I'm going to get your block and I'm going to do the hello friend both in Calypso Coral. Just getting out my Stampin' Pierce mat to stamp on. There we go. And hello friend. You could put happy birthday on the front as well, or just a pattern if you wanted. You don't have to put any words. And I'm just lining these up. I'm lining the H and the F and getting the stamps fairly straight. Yeah. I'm going to I think I'm going to stamp them separately actually. Sometimes you just can't quite get them close enough because each of the stamps has an edge to it, so sometimes it is worth stamping words separately. Because often when I'm using my Cricut and I use the alphabets that come with it, they look great, and then you suddenly realise if you put a capital in, the space between the capital and the rest of the word is huge. So it doesn't really work, so you have to fiddle about. So I like to do mine. Often I do them separately so you can get the lining up better. So I put a hello happy, that's not going to work, is it? Let's see, where's friend? Next to happy. No wonder it looked odd. Was the wrong word. There we go. That's better. Just squeezing the friend in. There we go. And then I'm going to get the little cluster of crosses that we used on our envelopes on the first week. Just here. Wouldn't normally use them on such a big block, but seeing as I've got it out. Just getting the Bermuda Bermuda Bay, and I'm just going to put a few, 3 little crosses on the edge there, just in the corner, just to fill up that little gap. Okay, so that's that done. So now we need to do the happy and the birthday. So I did the happy on this one in the Bermuda Bay, so I'll stick with that for now. Literally everything's sticking together. So that's on the block. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp that in roughly in the middle. It's quite nice to be able to line it up with the stitching so you can get a nice straight image. There we go. So there's our happy. And just need our birthday in Calypso Coral, which bizarrely is in the Subtles family. I don't think there's anything subtle about Calypso Coral. Not quite sure why that's gone into that. I think it's much more of a bright than a subtle. So I'm getting the hang of the nails. I think it might be working with the pad. Just gives a bit of give way. This is, you know, we use it with the photopolymer because they don't have the cushioning that the clear mount ones do. Okay, so that just fits in between the stitching there. In time for the ink to transfer, and then just slowly peel it off. So there we go. So that's your stamping for today done. Now the easy bit, and believe me, it is actually fairly easy. So pop this away. Let's get this in place. So pop these together on their little frames. Yeah, it is the little, it's the mat that makes it easy to pick up. Hey ho, the adventures of my nails. If you do have the layering squares, I've actually sort of, instead of going for the next size up with the scallop, I've gone for the one above that, so you actually get a border rather than just a fine edge. But on these, they are the next ones up. Did I? I thought I would have done. I've reversed these. So birthday on the Bermuda Bay. Sorry about that, just getting a warning that my friend who also does a coffee and card is just about to go on for hers. She does hers on a Tuesday, I do mine on a Thursday. Right. Okay. And there we go. Again, just lining them up so they're nice and straight. And these I've just gone to the next size up for the frames. Okay, now we've got the mechanism. So the mechanism we fold on, all of them are mountain folds. Okay, and this one is going to go on the bottom like this. Okay, so this goes on the side of the card and this goes on the back of the card. And what I tend to do is I actually stick this on first. So you're putting glue on this area, the big area here. And as a sort of guide on sizes, if you want to use different size things, that's 2 centimeters, that's 2 centimeters, and that's 2 centimeters. And this is that width there. So whatever width the item you're putting on your pop out, it's that plus 6 centimeters and scored 2 centimeters from that end, 2 centimeters, and then 2 centimeters again, and that'll give you the pop out. So I'm gluing on this, aren't I? Okay, there we go. So lining this up on here. Roughly in the middle, nice and straight. There we go. It's the right way still. I had a minor panic there when I turned it over that I flipped it the wrong way, but I hadn't. So the first thing we're going to do is stick it to this bit here. So you want it high enough that you can't see the birthday, but you don't want it too high because you don't want it to impinge the happy. So I want the happy probably about there, so I'm going to put the birthday about there. So need to pop some glue on the tab there. I'm going to line it up with the fold in the right place. So it's just gone to the other side of the fold, so it's on the actual front of the card. And I'm just going to glue that down. See? Nice and easy. Just check, yes, I've managed to get glue everywhere. Just get my glue eraser. You've got to put enough glue on that it's going to be able to withhold being opened and closed loads of times, because that's what people will do when they get it. But not so much it's splurging everywhere. Okay, and then the next piece you need glue on is this flap here. So I think it might be a bit thinner this time, so we're not splurging out, just spread it out a bit. Okay, so, and then that bit goes, just trying to remember how you do this. Yeah. Oops, don't slide it like I did, because you will end up with glue all over the card. Okay, so glue it like that, and I'm just going to wipe that glue, only a little bit, that's not so bad. Okay, so there you go, so you've got your pop-up on there. How cool is that? Okay, so we're just going to do the same on the other side. So this time obviously you need your single piece towards the side of the card, so that's this one, and then these pieces are going to go there. So you want glue on this bit, and I'm not going to flip it over like I did the last one so it doesn't confuse you. So keeping it like that, you want to glue between your two score lines. Just pop your sentiment on. There we go, and then as we did before, put glue on here. She says, glue on this side, a little bit at the top there. And again, roughly where you want it, just to the fold, making sure you're straight. Close the card that way and hold that down, and then open up. A bit skewy, so I'm just going to straighten that out before it's completely set. There we go. And then again, glue on this side. Fold that over there, and then stick it down. There we go. So that's a lovely fun fold, and that's a nice surprise for your friends. So you do need to sort of encourage it to close a little bit. There we go, there. Okay. And then we're just going to add the hello friend rather. So we just need glue on this left hand side of the square. So I'm just going to put glue on what will be the left hand side. There we go. And pop that in the middle, near the top. Okay. And press that down. Just double check you've no glue showing, and I haven't. So that's that. So the last thing we need to do then is put some glue on this and put it on the back of the card. So as you know, with YouTube you can wind it backwards and forwards, so if you need to go back over a step then do. So, but I think you'll see it's actually, once you get the hang of them, they're really quite easy to do, these pop-up cards, and they pack a punch. They really do. Excuse me. Okay, so that's it for this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye.